Alright, well here we are with another episode of Cooking with Ange. And looks like she's draining potatoes here.
This might be my final success. The only problem is I don't have good history with mashed potatoes. So again, we've got a gamble going on here. But I suppose you want to recount the disasters of the last 24 hours.
This actually may be the final show because it's a cooking show. Really.
The ratings are dropping quickly.
It's hurting pretty bad. Well, why don't you tell us about what you've been doing
All
here?
right. Well, I've looked everywhere for an egg container, an egg plate that would only hold 12 eggs. So I was so excited when I finally found this one. But I realized right away that I was going to have to cut the eggs crosswise in order to have them fit because of the shape of the container. So of course I boiled the eggs, and this morning I go to chop them in half. Well, look what happens. You chop the egg in half, and 9 times out of 10, there's no yolk where you chop it.
Okay, so the person who made this egg tray has actually never, yes, never actually made deviled eggs before,
yeah,
and
so
didn't realize.
You've got a problem here. So we have some definite wastage in the egg department. Well, then moving on to the jello. There was a lovely cream cheese and sour cream topping that was supposed to go on the top, and I neglected to cream the cream cheese first. And so as a result, we kind of have this tapioca-like topping on the top of the jello. It could be hidden with some nuts, and I may end up doing that, but it does eliminate the people who are allergic to nuts. So.
Well, I'm sure the turkey was a bright spot, though.
Well, there was a problem with the turkey, too. I did have a bright idea about cutting a 20-pound frozen turkey in half at the supermarket so that it would defrost more quickly and cook more quickly. Unfortunately, 3 days in the refrigerator was not enough, and when I took that turkey out last night, it still had ice crystals and it was solid frozen.
Now, did that stop you?
It did not. I forged on. I cleaned out the sink, filled it with water, put both halves in the sink for an hour and a half, and then I used the usual Safeway method in which you cook the turkey at 475 after you've covered with the oil and kosher salt, and when it came out, it looked beautiful.
Well, surely that did the trick then.
You're asking me very leading questions.
Well, I know the end.
So at midnight, I took out my trusty electric knife and began slicing into the turkey. And yes...
Now, you didn't mention the smoke in the house.
You had to bring that up, didn't you? My house guests had to drag out the blankets because we opened all the doors last night at midnight to let all the smoke fumes out. To my chagrin. So I started carving the turkey, and there was a portion of the turkey that was nicely done and juicy. But there was some juice on the other side that had a remarkable pinkish color.
What percentage of that turkey would you say was done and juicy?
10.
And where's the rest of said turkey?
It's actually enjoying a place in the sun at the side of the house in the trash can.
And so what are we doing for turkey today?
It's basking in the sun. It was a turkey. It was a turkey of a project. So now, actually, I may be able to redeem myself. Here is the other half of the turkey, basking in the glow of a cooking bag.
Okay.
So there is hope. Something may turn out right out of this disastrous cooking fiasco. Thanks. Tune in next week. We'll be having TV dinners.